everybody, welcome to Tuesday Blu-ray! Okay, so this Tuesday we are going to review Logan! This movie came out last year. It's directed by James Mangold, who I believe was going to direct the Boba Fett movie coming out. Not sure if he's going to do that anymore. We'll find out, Disney. So, initially, when this movie was said it was going to be released, I was like, a Wolverine movie. I like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. He, as the character, has always been good. But I never cared for any of the Wolverine movies. And I only liked X2 and X-Men Days of Future Past. Those are the ones that I really, really like, and he's great in it. And then when the trailer came out for this with the, I hurt myself today, that song mixed with the visuals, the trailer and all, it might be one of the best trailers I've ever seen in my life. And with that, it just got me so pumped. It got me excited because it looked like it was going to be like an old man Logan storyline, where in the comics he's kind of in a deserted wasteland. He's with Hawkeye and stuff like that. But I know they don't have the rights to Hawkeye, so I knew they couldn't integrate him. But I know like it was going to be kind of like a Western themed vibe, which I've never really liked Westerns. But I don't know, it excited me somehow. And he was going to be with Professor X. And I've always liked Professor X too. He's another one of those things where he's always great in the role, but again, when the movies suck, the movies suck. And with that being said, I walked out of this movie. This is one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. It's in the top 5, especially after rewatching it. Just all across the board, fantastic. The music is great. The visuals, beautiful. And it's rated R. It took a note from Deadpool and it went rated R, which was great because Wolverine, he has a handful of knives. What else do you think is going to happen when you slash someone? Blood's going to come out their face and they're going to lose part of it. And they really showed it, like, right out of the bat. They're like, we're not fucking around. And he just fucking stabs and jabs and cuts and butts all of these people that are trying to jack his rims off the limousine. Oh, but it was just so nice to see really Wolverine how he's supposed to be. He's always been this brute force that, is indestructible and nobody really wants to fight him. Because they're scared. But it was such a breath of fresh air instead of the PG-13 Wolverine. Because, you really get emotion with this character. You really get, man, he's tired. Man, he doesn't want to fight, but he's got to protect himself. He's got to protect Professor X, and then later on in the story, he's got to protect X-23. Who, by the way, Daphne Keane, phenomenal job with that. You talk about kid actors, she's top of the list because for like 2/3 of the movie, she doesn't even talk. Like, it is all just facial emotion, body language, and she portrays that character very well using minimal narrative, vocal narrative. But yeah, so good. And then Sir Patrick, I want to say Patrick Charles, no, Patrick Stewart. He's so fantastic. Usually he's the one in control in these movies. Like, he's the one that's like really, teaching these young kids how to use their powers and all. In this movie, it's kind of flipped, where Logan is the one that's kind of who's looking after him and is trying to hone in his abilities that are kind of on the fritz because of his, his brain is starting to not rot, but starting to break down to where he's not using it. And when he goes in these seizures, it starts like this earthquake where people can't breathe and stuff. And that's right out of the gate, man. You feel for Professor X. You feel for him because it's like, man, that's. And then we learn that through hints throughout the movie that he ended up killing the whole X-Men team due to one of these accidents. And oh man, just especially when he realizes it, like it's sad. Like I think he's always like he's known, but just his brain is so out of it when he comes to realize it that he did it towards the end. Oh, such a gut punch. And yeah, talk about gut punches. This movie has gut punches, like so much emotion when you find out that X-23 um, gets captured by um, by the people. God damn it, what are they? The Reavers, the Reapers, the 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 Ravagers. Are they the Ravagers? Or are they the Reavers? They're the Reavers. They're the Reavers by Donald Pierce, who's getting them. Anyway, they're the Reavers. That took forever to figure out. The Reavers, when they basically made this girl in a lab, and then when X-24, which is like a clone of Logan, when he captures her, and you're like, oh shit, they're gonna kill her. And then because X-24 just killed or attempted to kill Professor X, and you're like, oh my god, no, God no, please don't die. And then they had that big fight in the yard, and you're like, shit, Logan almost died there. If it wasn't for the guy ramming his truck into X-24, Logan would have died. Because X-24 is just a bigger, faster, younger Logan. So when we realize that Professor X dies, and it's so heartbreaking to think that Professor X might think that Logan killed him. Which I know deep down inside, I'm pretty sure Professor X would know, but it's still just that thought in your head. It's really, really stirs up the emotion. And then, you know, and then after that, you get the part where Daphne Keene actually starts talking, and then this fast, Spanish speaking voice, and one of the best comic relief moments is when she punches Logan in the face. So fun. And then again, it leads to serious stuff where kids got to try to get away at Eden, and they need to go to Canada, and then the Reavers are there, so they are running, and the Reavers are hunting them down. And it goes to one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Like, this is one of my favorite superhero scenes. Like, this is up there with the Avengers circle shot. But after Logan injects all the medicine into him, and then Daphne Keene kills someone, and then you just hear the ah, and she looks up, and then you hear like this sharp violin noise, and then you just see Logan just running in the woods, and then he fucking just unleashes the beast on these people, and just all over them. That is one of the best superhero action moments I've ever seen. It's like that is Wolverine. That is Wolverine from the comics onto the screen right there, and it was just so well done. And then that goes to the end when the young clone basically kills Logan. And we kind of see an end to Logan, and that last moment with him in X-23, oh my gosh, it makes me want to cry, because at that point he realizes what a family is. He realizes what looking after a child, and all the family elements that they were talking throughout the whole movie. The theme of the movie was family, pretty much. And when he realizes that was happiness, and then he's okay with it. Oh, it's so heartbreaking, and like you want a good ending to this character, because Hugh Jackman has played him wonderfully for the past 20 years almost. So yeah, and it was a good send off. The cross turning it into an X for X-Men. It was such a beautiful ending. Yeah, this movie was stunning all around. I kind of hope they don't do a sequel unless they just do like the young kids version, which now that now that Fox is being acquired by Disney, I don't they might just not do anything like that. But uh just this movie alone is so great, and there's little to nitpick on this movie. It is one of those movies that is just stunning all the way around. James Mangold did amazing at this, and the special features on this, it's a good like 20 to 30 minutes of behind the scene footage, kind of, watching the actors talk about James Mangold, how James Mangold um, kind of wrote some stuff in the script, how he shot stuff, really good stuff. Um, and the one I picked, the copy I picked up, I got a disc replay for $7.99. It also comes with a, which I haven't watched yet, but a noir version, which is a black and white version, which, you know, I don't like black and white movies, but I think that is a cool feature with this. So, just because, it's kind of a nod to old Western movies that were in black and white, and I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, definitely go check this out. Like I said, disc replay, $8. I'm sure you can rent it for cheaper, or go to Walmart for same price. But yeah, thanks for checking this out. Go watch Logan. It's a super good movie. If you like comic book movies, if you like superheroes, if you like honestly a good family story, a lot of violence, but a good family story. And yeah, just go check it out. Thanks for checking me out. If you like this stuff, like and subscribe. If you don't like it, you can tweet at me at Kevin T. Gross. You can let me know that I'm fat, all that good stuff. So thanks for checking this out. Have a good one. I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.